Laugh Attack.
So now you've done quite a bit, you know, the TV stuff. What's been the highlight?
Well, highlight, man. I mean, for me, the obvious choice is SNL, but also like my first TV show, still Def Comedy Jam. That was a big highlight because you know I was like, oh, finally, I'm part of that fraternity, you know, and doing the Apollo for the first time. Actually, doing the Apollo both times because the first time I did it, you know, I had to follow. LL Cool J, DMX, Method Man, and Redman.
That's not fair.
But you know what? I was anxious. Like most people backstage are like, "How you gonna follow that?" I was like, "I'm a hip hop head. This is perfect for me."
That's cool.
And so I piggybacked off of their energy and went right into talking about Biggie.
Yeah,
you know?
okay, that's cool. You played it up.
And then the second time I did it, I said the only way I'm gonna do it is if I can know that I'm gonna get a standing ovation. I got a standing ovation. You know, and then like I said, of course, SNL was great experience. I think their premiere is tonight, you know, yeah, they got some talented cast on there. My man, shout out to Jay Farrow. He's the new Negro, you know, you know, because I remember Chris Rock said that. He's like, yeah, Lawrence moved on from us, you know, and so I think they have an interesting. I think this is season 36.
Insane, huh?
Yeah, man, it was a mind trip, but it was an awesome. It's the best gig on TV. Tracy Morgan, it's the best gig on TV. It doesn't get any better than this. This is the pressure cooker.
Yeah, I love hearing guys speak highly of opportunities and things that they've done. Because I mean, you know, you hear these guys on the road and they talk shit about so many things they've done.
And it's real easy to.
It is.
You know, I come from a position, and I've told people, don't get me wrong, it was challenging, and there were frustrations, but that's any gig. I think that also, having gone through the military, you know,
you're in the military.
I was in the Army 6 years. You know what I mean? So I've been through worse. You know,
yeah, you have perspective.
Yeah, I have perspective where I'm looking at. I'm like, you know what? A year ago, I was working Boston Comedy Club on West 3rd Street in the Village of New York City, getting $60, $75 per show on the weekend. You know, and running through the city doing 4 or 5 spots, making a couple of $100 versus an institution, you know, of comedy that's cranked out, you know, some of my comedic heroes, you know.
It's insane, like the people that have been through that.
Yeah, man, I mean, and you know, my wife, she made a good point. She's like, you know what, you're in a good number. As a matter of fact, Chris Rock actually said the illest thing after the summer after I was released from my contract, or the contract wasn't renewed, I should say. He found out. He was shocked. He was like, "You're not going back." I was like, "Nah, they didn't renew me." He's like, "Well, you know what? I didn't do well there. Damon Wayans ain't do well there. You'll be all right, you know." And you're like, that's true. You're in a good number. You know, Larry David, he did a year. Damon Wayans did 9 months. You know what I mean? So,
tons of people came through. Sarah Silverman.
Yeah. So the list goes on. And so the trick is looking at the gig for what it was. A great opportunity. It still opens doors. It's still great. You're in that history book. You know,
just to be a part of that, it's got to be such a feather in your cap.
Oh
man.
yeah.
You know, it's like playing for your favorite sports team.
Yeah, well, because you look at there've only been 100 and some odd people in the history of the show. I think I was, I used to know the exact number, like based on the pictures, because when you walk onto the 17th floor, they have everyone's, every cast member from Garrett Morris, Chevy Chase, Belushi on to whoever is the current new crop. And
do you ever like feel all that energy? And you hear people talk about it.
You do, man. You do. I mean, if for no other reason, posterity is sitting there like, yo, I said, I'm in here with the big dogs.
It's all the same kind of layout, right? It's the same facility.
Same layout, same facility.
It's gotta be a trip when you're like, wow, like Eddie Murphy, John Belushi said it, Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase.
Yeah, I mean, I remember Catan had a sketch, and I had this like recurring character where I was like it was the action it was like the action hero talk show or some weird sketch that he concocted, and I was just this sort of Thulsa Doom band leader, you know, and I had this weird wig on with these spikes, and it turns out it was the wig Eddie Murphy wore as Stevie Wonder in the Ebony Ivory sketch. I didn't realize it till later on. I saw a picture, I was like, oh, that was that wig, you know, because it looked familiar when I put it on, but I didn't realize why.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Laugh Attack.